Yes, we are.
And welcome to this match. It is DSCL versus Duggi in the semifinals of the second Dutch StarCraft League qualifiers.
And the winner goes to...
Home, probably.
No, the winner has a direct qualification into the DSCL, the Dutch StarCraft League. Nevertheless, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinal, the first game. In the top left, we have from the Lowland Lions, it's DSCL. Okay, and in the bottom, we have Duggi. It's our hero from the Druids clan.
The veteran indeed, and he is up facing a 3-time Grandmaster player here in DSCL. Really strong player. But as we've seen in the last game, the other best of 3, Duggi is also quite a fearsome player. He has his timings down to a T. And that means that he can have very strong pushes. And actually he showed us just a classical 2-2 timing attack in the first game, and then an equally classical stim attack with medevacs around the 10-minute mark in the second game, and that was equally strong actually, and equally well timed. And the last opponent, Shaggy from Belgium, did not have a response to it, but I'm pretty sure that DSCL might have one. So we're up for a treat.
Yes, and let's see what is going to happen in this game. Because DSCL is very confident. And he thinks he's going to reach the finals.
And actually, if he reaches the finals, he says he has a long day. So he might not want to play the finals, but well, that would be a bit weird. I think he will have to play the finals, but in any case, he is right in one regard, which is that the player to win here is already sure of his place in the main tournament from the DSCL, because the 2 finalists of every qualifier get a direct seed, and that's of course a very nice thing to play for. It might actually be the prize of the evening is in these games. Of course, this is a best of 3, so not exactly this game yet. We'll have to see who wins this first game, because then it will really be on the line. And Duggi starting with his bunker behind the mineral line. Very nice, can defend the ramp and can defend this expansion as well, and is quite safe from a surround. So it's a nice location, and yeah, both players having macro-oriented plays, and well, in Entombed Valley that's quite nice, I think. And I'm wondering actually, because Duggi's clanmate or teammate Vandelay, also a very strong Terran player, has this thing that he does with just the 3 or 4 Marines moving out onto the map, but it looks like Duggi doesn't really do that. I haven't seen him do it yet, but then I haven't cast that many games of him yet, so who knows.
No, we haven't seen Duggi a lot. But okay, let's see. Again, he's up to a very strong opponent who's very confident, but he's also very tired, and maybe that can be a factor. And he's just taking his 3rd, even without caring about the destructible rocks. So let's see if Duggi can get an advantage of there in that case, but he hasn't scouted yet anywhere.
This is actually quite nice, but both players are playing really standard plays here up till now, and maybe is for DSCL, if he's tired, maybe this is his default game. Of course, let's not forget that he has been in the Grandmaster League 3 times, which is quite a feat. I know I haven't done that.
No?
No, really not. But well, For now, there's nothing to fear, though. Although the first two Hellions are on the map, and we have seen Duggi perform some nice micro with Hellions in previous games.
Yes, I really hope he's going to reach the final, but actually, when he doesn't, well, he can.
We can cast him more in the qualifiers.
Yes, and I believe he will get enough points to qualify anyway. But a direct qualification is, of course, much better.
Yeah, but look at this creep spread already. This is quite good. And the Hellions are here to try to stop it, but they can't stop 4 creep tumors at once. Wow, that's quite nice. Of course, it's not uncommon to see, but you know it's a very good player if the creep is spreading that quickly. And Duggi is going for his Banshee play again, so that makes me wonder if we'll the third command center is even there. So actually this looks very similar to the build that he did in the first game with the 2-2 timing. So yeah, I hope to see that here, but there is one difference, which is the creep spread, because really for Shaggy in that game, his creep spread wasn't very far out, and that meant that the Hellions could come in to the drone lines, and the Banshee could sort of camp outside the base and in between the bases. But here they will be very difficult. Actually, OD, have you seen the animations for the creep tumor spread in Heart of the Swarm?
No.
They are quite awesome, because then you actually see like the shooting out.
Oh yes, the like veins or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I remember.
Sort of rippling through the creep there. It's kind of awesome. In the meantime, DaBoO is taking the long way around with his Zerglings here, and 2 Banshees actually coming in. They do have cloak, and the third base has now landed for Duggi. And
let's
this
see what
Link run by. Will he get his ramp up? Oh, Duggi, what are you doing? Oh, and this is actually quite bad, because these Links run straight up into the main, and will they get a tank as well? No, some quite nice hold position micro there from Duggi, saves him from having too big of loss, but...
Okay, but DaBoO saw everything.
And actually, this Hellion play has been punished as well, and well, there we can see the difference with that, because in his game against Shaggy, Duggi had the he could just maneuver around with Hellions, and he could micro quite a bit, but it looks like in this game his micro skills have been already put to the test.
Yes, he's facing a lowland lion.
Definitely, and all the Zerglings running into the third,
this.
and all these valuable SCVs are going down. There's one tank here shooting at those Links, but even the bunker is, well, it's cancelled, so that's nice enough. I like it that the orbital command hasn't been attacked at all from these Zerglings.
This shows that DaBoO knows exactly what he is doing. He's just poking here and there, delaying him, and that's enough, I think, for him to do.
That's true, because look at the spread here of again that creep. It's getting further and further, but also the fourth hatch is going down, and well, his Spire is down, so he will be quickly looking for a transition. And I think there's not much that Duggi can do to prevent that, which is of course a scary time. He might still try to push as 2-2 finishes up, but his army doesn't look quite as strong as in that first game.
Yes, and he's looking for a drop right now. Let's see what he's going to do with that drop ship. Oh, is he going to catch that queen?
Yep, he does.
Yes,
and actually, of course, he can be making 9 Marines at the same time. Now he's building 7. 16 mutas are coming out though for DaBoO, which is a nice stepping stone. Not going for the infestors, but instead going for the mutas to get into the late game.
And Bailing's speed is more than halfway done, and Bailings will shred, demolish, and destroy Marines. And oh, look at this, man! DaBoO on top of everything in this matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, the drop was spotted very nicely done from DaBoO. And as soon as it was spotted, Duggi realized he couldn't get out, not with those mutas out, so he decided to land anyway, but of course that didn't do much. Oh, and actually, if those mutas catch those banshees, that would be a big deal.
No.
Oh yes, he does see it.
See it.
Immediately
Oh,
one
man.
gets taken down, and this one actually doesn't have much energy. There's 6-5 left, but it looks like it will return in time. Oh, actually, this is a very, very bad timing to be out of energy. Banshee, will you get caught? And no.
And his plus, I think DaBoO is waiting for his +1 upgrade on his Mutalisks.
Yeah, at the same time, Duggi is waiting for his 2-2. Lots of turrets here, but the mutas don't care. They just go in, and now a flock of, well, I want to say a flock of marines. I guess they're called squads, but well.
Okay, Duggi moving out. Let's see
Yes.
what he can do.
His 2-2 timing, this is it. And this is his army. What does it look like? Well, almost, well, more than 70 marines right now, but only 4 tanks and 1 Thor. So a little bit light on that front, but if he can manage those marines quite nicely.
But the answer from DaBoO is already there. 37 Banelings will be morphed in, and he's making 32 Zerglings.
And of course, those tank shots then will need to be quite good. And actually,
Here
the tanks
we
are
go.
sieging up, and will they get all the Banelings? No, actually, they shoot at the Zerglings, which is not what you want to do.
Man.
And this army is getting cleaned up as we speak. The Zerglings finish anything up, and well, there is a Thor there, but the mutas don't even flinch. Reinforcements are coming, but there
I
are
wish
none
that
time.
Thor had one more hit and he could take out some more Mutalisk, but this looks quite heavy for... oh, there's another one. For Duggi.
Actually, the food is still quite even, and well, that single Thor managed to kill one more, and actually a bit of overextension with these mutas. But
And
look at the Zergling count again.
And actually, well, DaBoO has a lot of minerals.
Yeah,
but he's behind in supply, and he's got like 5 lava, so if Duggi could make another push, then things could look really well for him.
yeah. The point is, but this 2-2 push, it only really works when wave after wave gets crashing down and barreling down on this 4th base. And that's not what we see. We see the Zerg actually taking a 5th base behind this, getting the Greater Spire, getting the Ultralisk Cavern. So the Zerg will be quite prepared for the late game, and there's nothing right now that the Terran can do. And actually, this timing push, well, it's basically do or die. So Duggi in quite a bad position here, even though the food count suggested is still quite even.
Yes, I hope Duggi can do some things right here. Oh, he spots this base, that's quite nice, and he's going to drop it.
And already there are some Zerglings there, but this
Ah.
group of Stint Marines will be able to take that out. But of course it gives DaBoO the time to respond, and there we see another group of Lynx, but they decide...
Can he get a cancel? Probably not. No, he has to retreat back into the medevac. But he doesn't lose a single marine, and in the natural of DaBoO is something going on.
There's actually
There is-
also a drop there, very nice play in that regard. Of course the Infestors
Oh.
are now out, and
that gives him the option to destroy the 5th base of DaBoO. So that's quite a cool play from Duggi right there.
actually Duggi could move this medevac out of harm's way, but now he does actually. Barely surviving, but now he also sees the Greater Spire is done, and 7 Broodlords are actually morphing in. Where are they? There they are.
Yes, and there was a wave going to the 4th base. So Duggi is again moving out, and 3-3 will be complete as he arrives. So that's a very nice timing from him right there.
Well, actually, it will. He will arrive a little bit earlier, and the Broodlords are done now, and he has no Vikings yet. He is now building them, adding on 2 more starports, but this battle is going out of control. The Zerglings are moving in, and the tanks, they get some great shots off, but all the Marines are gone. Where are the Marines gone to? The Broodlords are now having free reign over this army,
wow.
and that's not good.
The Brutalots are not protected, but there's nothing actually Duggi can harass them with, can attack them with. There's 2 Vikings out, and he's got some Thors. Maybe he can drop those Thors underneath the Brute, but that will be cause a lot of micro. And oh man, this looks terrifying to me, man.
Actually, these Broodlords are getting quite badly hit by those Vikings. I'm just looking around, but I see no more no more Corruptors in the making for DaBoO. Of course, he is switching to Ultralisk then, which is a very, very strong proposition. Now the Fungal does go down, well, only a single one. And Duggi does see the Ultras here. That's quite nice for him. Yes, because he needs to add in some Marauders to this army composition, or a lot more tanks.
Yes, and actually he's only sitting on no tanks, 0, nothing. And he's got only 1 tech lab on his, attached on his barracks. So Marauders, oh no, he can make 2 at a time, let's see.
Yeah, that's, but I actually quite like this transition here from DaBoO.
Oh,
it's common to switching up. But these Vikings are basically doing nothing in this battle.
Look at the spread of Duggi, wow. Oh man, what a battle this is. He's holding on, man, he's holding on.
More Vikings coming to join the battle that's actually taking place on the ground, but even the Queen dies here. As my voice doesn't really want to cooperate.
Yes, and man, DaBoO is taking base after base. He's now sitting on like 6 bases. And Duggi just have to hold in there, and he survived the first wave of Ultralisk, but here are some more with Brutals in the mix. He's getting the highest attack of the Zerg around his ears.
I like that expression. That's quite a Dutchism, but here are these little groups of Marines just running up and trying to catch whatever they can. Actually, a tank was dropped here, and Duggi, I do like very much how he remains in this game. He's actually ahead in supply at this point, but his economy is looking just a little bit behind.
Yes, and the APM is extremely high here. We see it at 195 and 238 for Duggi. That's also the same as my heart rate right now.
And well, this little group wasn't a match against all these Ultras and even a couple of Banelings. Duggi is holding on to the center right now, but he hasn't been able to take out any of DaBoO's bases. The drops did quite some nice damage, but now DaBoO is finally managing to mine from his 5th base.
Okay, and let's see, because there are no more Broodlords in the game, only 8 Ultralisks for DaBoO. And actually Duggi is having 14 Vikings, which are actually a little useless. Or he needs to use them in some way, but because he built them for the Broodlords, but there are no Broodlords anymore. Yeah,
of course the Vikings do prevent any switch back, which is nice enough, but yes, they are basically paperweights.
But a switch back is way harder for the Zerg to do, because you have to build the Corruptors first.
Mm-hmm. Which can take out the Vikings, of course, but
yeah.
No, you're quite right. The Vikings are at this point basically doing nothing. Well, the Zerg is looking to move in, and
what are we going to see?
Big spread here.
Oh wow, man, everything is going down, everything is in the mix. And Duggi needs to retreat right here, because there are way too many Ultralisks right there. Some of them are very low high, and let's see if he can drop. No, he's got no energy on that Raven, and this is looking quite bad for Duggi right now, but maybe he can do something else, maybe a trick of his sleeve.
Well, DaBoO is losing very, very high value units in that attack, but it doesn't look like Duggi can rebuild his army fast enough, and there are 40 or 50 more links actually being made. You see them just streaming on.
Wow.
Look at this, the entire screen is filled, and now Duggi's base is suddenly under heavy attack.
Infested Marines, Infestors, Ultralisks, everything is in the mix. Oh wow, oh nice save with the supply depot. He can hold it off a little longer. Do as much damage as you can, Duggi. Go on, boy, you can manage it. Oh, another tank goes down, and these Ultralisks, Duggi does not want to forfeit right here. He doesn't want to give up. He's a fighter, man.
Even his Vikings are coming back, but what can they do against the Ultralisks on the ground with 3-3 upgrades? Actually, this Ultralisk is a Slayer, man.
Oh man,
And a Ravager even. Wow.
12 kills and 9 kills. Oh boy. And he's falling back in supply.
This is really a desperation move here from Duggi. And yes, DaBoO is throwing everything into the mix, but his economy behind this is still very, very strong.
Yes, and he is indeed switching back to Broodlords because Corruptors are being built.
As soon as the Viking count dwindles, go back into Broodlord production. It's quite simple, really, but yeah, it's very hard to hold off if you are the Terran player.
And somehow Duggi managed to stay in the game, and a battle cruiser almost pops out. What is going to do with that? That's been quite a long time to see a game like this, man. Wow.
Yeah, we are really moving into the late stages of the game, and we saw even the upgrades for the what's it called?
Oh, it thrown away its Corruptor.
No, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, the upgrades for the Raven here were.
Yeah, I would like to see Duggi do more upgrades, because his mech has only got 2 attack upgrades, and his Vikings haven't got any upgrade. Oh no, only a +1 attack upgrade. Excuse me. But okay, let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to drop or arrest somewhere, or is he going for the kill? I got no idea. But he's building heavy units. Oh, he's dropping.
It's actually surprising that how fast Duggi can rebuild after this. His vital structures were, well, they took some hits, but not...
Oh, this doesn't look good for him. These links are going to do some damage right there, and everything is coming. And vessels being carefully taken out. That's quite nice, but it is not a good sign to reach the structures of. No, I messed up.
Never mind, because here the battle is still raging on, but it actually looks like Duggi can take it on this time. And as the Ultralisk here walk back into range of the siege tanks and more Thors pop out, actually it looks like Duggi has held for now again. But
wow,
let's see these bases here. The 4th is well, is half a base, and then there's the 5th here, which is very oversaturated. And actually for DaBoO we have kind of the similar situation, although less saturation on his 5th base. 6th not actually mining, so economically speaking, then both players are kind of equal. And as I was just about to say before the attack happened, the production structures of Duggi are not really touched. He lost a few barracks in that push, but now he has very strong army composition with that single battlecruiser there as well, and even the Hunter-Seeker missile is there for the Raven. If we can see it, that would be awesome.
Let's see what he's going to do. Setting up the tanks, and oh, he controlled this.
Oh, there is it!
Wow! Oh, wow! Didn't you saw that?
Yes, but those were all the Hunter-Seeker missiles that he could master, and actually this battlecruiser is standing right over some infested Terrans. These marauders were having stealth on.
Triple attack from Godi into 3 bases. All the SCVs are around to defend on the... One base is going down, and this base will be up because everything is preparing this planetary fortress. Hang on, Duggi, you're doing fine, brother.
But it looks like in the end the planetary fortress has gone down, but at what cost? 3 bases for DaBoO are going down, but here the last mining base for Duggi is under attack as well. I don't think we will survive another game like this.
Oh my god.
But this is...
and Duggi looks in quite good shape. He has a big supply lead, and both players doesn't have any mining bases right now.
There is still some income somewhere from the Zerg player. Yes, 2 mineral patches here, but that's not enough to win the game. Some transfusions going down on the single remaining Ultralisk here. And everything is retreating. And actually, everything together, DaBoO still has quite a strong army, but so does Duggi. Look at that.
Look at that, man.
And the problem for Duggi is, of course, that he's out of money. He still has 2 orbital commands. No, make that 3 even. So that is quite nice. But he will have to move them and lift them. But here, maybe the final battle is going down. The battlecruiser goes down.
Oh, and DaBoO is very low. So is Duggi. This is toe to toe. This is why we are watching. Nice pick up there. The Tor is is being kept alive. Let's see if we can pull off some tricks with this Ravens here and there. Some seeker missiles or whatsoever, it will be nice, everything will be nice. And no, he could not save those Marauders. Both players are not building anything right now.
I guess I should switch to the units tab instead of the production tab then to see what they still have.
Well, the Infestors are probably going to make a huge deal.
Oh, there's another anti-seeker missile. Can he get it? It goes down, but the Ultralisk is so heavily armored that it doesn't really make a difference. There, another group of bios stims up, but...
No fungal! Oh, that's a big fungal. That is a winning fungal right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a winning fungal, because it's now 48 supply versus 37, 36. It's still going down either way. Both players are not giving up.
Oh man, and actually Duggi is the one who first gets a real mining base up again, although he does need to transfer all his SCVs there. And well, how many does he have left? Not that many.
He needs to drop mules at this mineral line right there.
It's now, and they're actually all into the all into the refinery.
Oh my god, what a game this is!
But he has 1 marine left, nothing to defend these SCVs, and that's the real problem, of course.
Oh boy.
He needs to lift, and
So
what can he do? He has no money, he has no bases landed, so he cannot actually get any money, even though he has a lot of mules. So it does look like, in the end, will DaBoO actually manage to get this?
Oh boy, let's see the unit count. He's got, yeah, he has 7 SCVs and, oh brother.
I'm just showing the income tab here. There's 32 gas being mined. Yeah, GG, well played indeed.
Wow.
Duggi taps out as his final SCVs are under attack, but what a game we have seen. Quite nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a great game, but we are not done, because this is a best of 3 series, the semi-finals of the Dutch StarCraft League, and we'll see you guys in the next game.